La 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 la. La 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 la. She really hates him, it's really true.
We're here, we're back, or we're starting. We're starting.
Do I look like a man?
No, you don't look like a man. Testing 1 2 testing. You don't. Why would you think you look like a man?
I don't know. Today I feel like I look like a man.
I don't know. Is that how men make faces?
Hey.
Happy day after Valentine's Day.
Thank you. We had fun last night, didn't we?
That was a lot of fun. We went. This is what I'm dealing with craziness, and when you're dealing with crazy,
I like how you're going to take hold of the narrative right away and get your thing out, because you know when I start.
Yeah, you don't stop.
No, it's just that.
No, I'm just gonna.
Okay,
I tell
so
it like
at some point during the day, he said, "We'll go out for dinner."
I go, "Let's go out for dinner."
Yeah.
Okay.
So I suggested this Mexican restaurant, but then I remembered they don't have alcohol. No place in Hillsborough does for some reason.
What are you talking about?
And then I said,
"How about Italian?" That's exactly what you said.
So I said Olive Garden.
No, yeah.
I said Olive Garden, and you were like, "No, we'll go somewhere nice for Italian." I go, "Okay," but then he drives to this place that
is nice.
You know, the kind where the name it takes a backseat to what they sell. So the huge sign says pizza and pasta. It's actually called Joe's or maybe Lenny's.
And it's really good. I've been there.
I'm sure it's good food, but it's like it looks inside like a deli.
No, there's a nice dining area.
And
you never been in there.
No alcohol. No alcohol.
Oh, wait, I thought you said I started this.
Yeah. Right. Go ahead.
So we're driving around, and she's preaching to me about that I'm white trash.
Oh,
which first of all,
this is what you're going to start with?
Yeah.
First of all,
can I?
No.
Can I?
Is this before we get to the restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm white trash. White trash. Yes, I think. And what a great life we have. But whatever. You can't. Some people. Enough,
calm down. What do you want to say?
Some people, enough isn't enough. White trash. You know where she wanted to go eat and where we ended up? Huh? Mrs. Olive Garden.
Yes,
Olive Garden.
They have alcohol.
It's the IHOP of Italian food.
I know, but we don't have that. We could have gone to a bunch of different places, but I was trying to think of something where last minute we didn't need a...
No, you didn't think last minute. You were thinking Olive Garden in the day.
That was still the day of Valentine's Day. You don't think people have reservations places?
First of all,
we didn't stop and get like a bottle of wine so you could take it just anywhere.
You can't bring a bottle of wine into
Olive Garden. I'm saying those other restaurants.
You didn't ask for a bottle of wine. I don't drink. So I don't know what
Okay, my thing was...
And you couldn't even drink a whole bottle of wine. You would have one glass and throw it out.
Right.
Didn't you have open wine in somewhere around the house? You don't have a open bottle of wine?
No.
You don't have vodka? You have vodka somewhere?
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't have anything stashed?
I have a bottle of champagne.
Why didn't you open that? Drink a couple swigs and then go.
That's the thing. That's what I was trying to tell you last night. You're like, we'll stop at a bar on the way home. Like I can just run in and get a couple shots. I'm not dying for the... I wanted like a thing, like drink some drinks, have some conversation,
and eat shitty food, not good food.
But you didn't do any planning in advance.
Yes. What kind of planning? I did. I said, you want to go out for dinner?
Like, let me think of where she might want to go.
Well, then you should have done that. And I said, where do you want to go? And you said Mexican. Then you said Italian. You didn't say Olive Garden.
All in one day. But it's fine. I wasn't mad.
No, the day before I said, you want to go out for dinner tomorrow night.
Right.
You had a whole day to think of where to go that would fit
I thought you were going to do it. Well, I did suggest
Olive Garden.
No, the other one too. The Jumbo Palace.
They don't have alcohol there.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
at Jumbo Palace.
I'm pretty sure.
No, they have sushi.
Okay. Okay.
They don't have
Do you think
alcohol.
places was? Oh, do you sell sushi? Okay, so I guess you don't have alcohol. Like,
Oh yeah, you want to look it up?
no, I don't.
Well, whatever.
My point is.
My point is, I gave you a whole day.
I don't know why you're getting so mad
I'm
about
not
it.
mad.
It wasn't an issue. We went
Was
to
I
the.
mad?
I said I would like a drink. You were going. I'll stay in the car. You run in somewhere.
I never said that. You said
I
it.
was
Look
joking
at you
around.
just lied. Go ahead. I'm not mad at
But
all.
why are you fighting? We were having such a good time
yes,
last night, and today you're like crazy lady. I said I would like somewhere to go for a drink. You don't think about those things because you don't drink. So I was like, okay.
Oh, really? I wanted something good to eat. You don't think about that stuff because you don't eat anything.
We could have gone somewhere that all had
Yeah.
both alcohol and good food if we had done it in advance. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm saying we didn't. So we were stuck at 7:35 on Valentine's night to try to figure out somewhere that I could get a drink while having dinner. We settled on
We didn't settle. We
whatever. I said, let's go to Olive Garden because
But listen, let me explain something to you people about her. And
I don't understand why.
You love
please.
Olive Garden for some reason. You say white trash. You love Olive. You and let's
There's
even on
there's very few places to go eat and drink. All of them are chain restaurants. Every single one. Every
There's
single
probably
other restaurant in fucking
Not in
New
Somerville,
Jersey,
not in
you have to bring your own wine, and we didn't have it.
That's not true. You go to Somerville. There's 1,000
Then
restaurants.
then we should have made a reservation for one of those places because otherwise we would have like an hour and a half fucking wait. Okay, that's all my point was. It's not right or wrong. It's not you were right or I was wrong. We were forced into a situation where I was like, my needs are going to be more important. You can go and get food anytime you want.
But you can go get alcohol anytime you want. Same thing.
No, I don't. I never have anyone to drive. I never do. To go on a date with you and have a little drink, it's like
You had one
never.
beer. You had
Yes, it was so fun.
one beer? That's not even drinking.
Whatever.
Well, it was fun. It was fun. Tons of food.
So then we're at this place. So then GPS says, here's a way to get to Olive Garden, right?
Yeah.
Rich goes, no, I know a better way. I know a shortcut. He won't take,
I knew it.
even though the GPS was telling us how to go, he wouldn't take the route that GPS was telling us. And if he did, he would say, turn left before the GPS could say it so that I knew.
I knew
He
where
knew
I was.
where he was going, which was like, why would I care?
Yeah, I knew every left and right turn to where we were going. It was my shortcut, and then the GPS caught up with me. Do you ever think of that? Because once you change the route, the GPS goes, oh, I better go the way that person's going. So I blew off the GPS initial
Suggestion.
yeah, and I took the back route or route, however you like to say it. And then the GPS is going, oh, this guy really knows this area. Because I
The
travel.
GPS, you think, is like
Oh, yeah. They know.
proud of you?
Well, you were after you saw. I got us there. I got us there quick.
I was like, okay, this guy. And then I was trying to do stuff like about being married. I was trying to get you going on like why it's fun to be married to me.
Yeah, and I said nice things, I think.
No.
What?
You said you're all right.
I did? Is that what I said?
Yes. Yes. Somewhere I go, you're all right
Yeah.
on Valentine's Day. I was even saying like,
Who-
here's some of my bad qualities. I said some of my bad qualities. One of them was that I'm always right. And you couldn't come up with any bad qualities for yourself. You said I forget things sometimes.
Yeah. But that's not really a bad quality. You
No,
just
it's
forget-
number 20 on the list of bad qualities that you have.
Name one. Name just one.
That you can never be wrong.
Oh, and you're always right.
I just happen to always be right because I am always
Listen,
right.
that's how crazy
I don't.
She goes.
I know it sounds crazy, but it is. It's also true.
You can always, but well, I can never be wrong. It's the same thing.
But
It's
you
the same
are
thing.
always wrong. You're 100% wrong. If you're 100% wrong, which you are, that means I'm 100% right. Which it must be hard to live with somebody who's 100% right. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Somebody who always does the right thing, always cleans up properly, always does the laundry right.
Oh, really? The tree fell? Is it gone already? I got home. She didn't even tell me when I was on the road. Oh, a tree fell in our backyard.
But
That's
you see
not
how
important.
you're fighting back so hard because you know you're WRONG.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're absent-minded. How about that? Huh?
I use my brain a lot for other things. Yeah.
You're absent-minded. How about when you left your earphones on the subway?
You're going back to before we were married. Why does that bother you so much?
Because you lied about it.
Why? It's such a weird thing that you would even think of that.
I remember it.
First of all, it was a Bluetooth
Yeah.
that people used to stick behind their ear. And I left it on the train and I went right out, walked off the train and bought a new one so that you wouldn't find out because I knew you'd be mad about it. How did you find out? I don't remember. I must have told you.
No, I noticed they were different Bluetooths or whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But that's how scared of you that I was back then. I was like, this guy's gonna beat me.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the food was, and Bonnie ordered spaghetti on the menu. It said $5.99 for spaghetti marinara, and then they bring the bill $12.99. I didn't find it. I didn't fight it.
The place was mobbed. We got there. We had to go sit at the bar. Took a while for the
and I got club soda and cranberry.
And then he did this thing all night where he'd be like, "There's a little too much club soda. Can you put a little more cranberry?" And then they put cranberry in, and they drink a little, and then he'd be like, "Just a little too much cranberry. Can you put a little more soda in?" And he did that all night. And he never had to pay he only paid for one cranberry and soda.
I didn't do it all night. I didn't want, but I'm gonna start doing that all night.
It's a clever trick.
Yeah. Hey, listen, can you put a little more club soda in here? It's too much cranberry.
But Rich would do this thing where he'd be like, he was like getting our food to go. You know, we had, first of all, unlimited breadsticks. You don't need anything else. That's it, right?
Yeah, you got to pay for the dipping sauce. I didn't know that.
$4.99 for the dipping sauce.
That's crazy. You could buy a whole bottle of salad dressing.
Why do you do that?
Well, I'm just saying.
Why do you do that? Why do you decide what you could go to the grocery store and buy and make is equivalent to what they should be charging?
You don't think you could sneak in your own blue cheese and unlimited salad, but they only have one salad.
He's mad because I was calling him white trash. Like, you see it, right?
No.
It's
not white trash.
Yes, you're
to be thrifty.
Yes, that's white trash. It is.
No.
It is. It's a form of fucking, yes. It's like, it's scarcity mindset where you think like that's why you want to get stuff to go. You're like, because I said last night we didn't eat our meals.
All of it.
So, because we had so much breadsticks. And so I said, let's not take it to go. Mine was just spaghetti and marinara sauce. And yours was cheese ravioli. So you were like, yeah, I'm not going to get this to go. And honestly, in my heart, I was so proud of you. I felt like you'd grow. I was like, wow, this is growth. This is growth. And then you counted your raviolis and you discovered you had 4, not 3. And so then you decided to get it to go.
3 wasn't enough to take home.
Is that insane?
No, because 4 of those raviolis, because that's what I ate there was 4, and I was full. So 4 raviolis and plus a little of your spaghetti is enough for a quick meal tonight before I go to New York. You know, so I think rationally. I don't think.
Rationingly.
No, rationally. If it was only 3 raviolis, I would have probably ate one more and then left 2. But then I noticed there was 4. I said, well, that's enough for another meal. That's all.
It was crazy. Then he says to me, I'm gonna ask her if it's okay to give this to a cat. See what she says. I was like, I mean, I was 1 beer in at that point. I was probably giggling like, oh, Nick's funny.
Yeah.
And then she goes by and she goes, you want to get that to go? And he goes, yeah, you think this is good to give to a cat? And she goes, no, I don't.
No, she said, whatever you want to do. I don't remember what she said.
She's like, no, I wouldn't. No, she unequivocally said no.
So good. I was just small talking her, being nice to her. That's all. She probably had a rough day. I was just making her.
Oh, yeah. No,
cheering
when
her
I have
up.
a rough day, if someone comes up and asks me if something's okay for a cat to eat, I go, you know what? Thank you. I needed that. I needed that boost.
Mhm.
That was nice. That was nice.
That's what I do.
And then, I forgot this part. I said to Rich, I'll pay, because I say
No,
that.
I bought the drinks. And she goes, oh, you bought the drinks. I'll buy dinner.
Yeah, because I say that so that you won't have, because you start going through and adding up what food costs to make at home. Not that you've ever made food at home, by the way, but you start and you don't go to do the grocery shopping either. So
You
these
barely
things
do.
that you are just such a mental exercise.
I go to the grocery market all the time.
The grocery market. So I say sometimes, just to ease up his anxiety around
I don't have
looking
anxiety.
in a menu, I said, don't worry, get whatever you want, I'll get it.
Why don't you
And-
tell the truth? You go, oh, you bought the drinks.
And
I'll
then I
buy
said,
dinner.
you go what? I go, well, you bought the drinks, I'll get the dinner, never thinking for 1 second that you would actually make me pay for dinner. But I should have known, because
Don't offer.
no, you're right. No, I gladly, with a warm,
I would've
open
used
heart,
it.
paid for dinner. It was only like $35 or something. It was nothing. And, which you also had to get something taken off the bill.
Yeah, they charge us for playing a game. $4.
Yeah, $4.99.
Yeah. Or, no.
Table games. I don't know what that meant. They were
And the
like,
computer there.
they're like, if anyone asks you if this is okay to feed a cat, you charge them $4.99 and call it table games.
No, there's like a little computer. And Bonnie, that was one of the reasons Bonnie goes, excuse me, let's go to.
I thought there was. I remember playing trivia one time with Raina there, and it didn't cost money.
You probably didn't look at the bill.
Probably that's true. So then, I paid for it. What was I going to say? Fuck, now you've derailed me. Oh, I was going to say I should have known, because, and this is a fascinating thing too, I think. And nothing wrong with you. You don't have to get all in a defensive stance.
Well, you know I'm gonna, because you're gonna say something negative.
It's not negative. It's interesting. The interesting thing is that anytime I've ever said, I'll get this, whether it's food, clothing, anything that I've said, I'll get this, you've always let me.
Not
You've
always.
never one time
Oh,
been
that's
like,
not true. That's so many times I go, no, I'll pay for it. So don't. That's a lie. That's what it is.
so.
A flat out
I
lie.
don't think so.
It's a flat out lie. So say you know what?
It's not. Anytime I've ever offered to pay, you've been like, oh, really? Okay. You immediately.
Well, first of
hands
all, I'm
off.
trying to make you feel good, like you serve a purpose, because you're Mrs. Liberation and feminist. So I go, okay, the fucking broad wants to pay. I'll let the broad pay.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh, thank God my friends don't watch this podcast.
Oh,
They'd have an intervention for me.
those, yeah, because they're all stable. All your friends
They're
are
like,
stable.
Why would you stay with this man?
Yeah, come to the crazy house with me, or whatever. So, anyhow,
But we had fun, right?
yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Oh,
Well-
and so we sit down at the bar because we have to wait for our table, and there's
Yeah, they lied too. They said 40 minutes. It was only 10 minutes.
No, it was longer. It was longer than that because we had to wait for so long to get a drink at the bar. Because remember?
Quit saying we like I was having a drink.
Oh my God, you did. You had liquid in a glass. Did you
Club
not?
soda and cranberry.
Okay, that's a drink. That's a drink. How would you characterize that?
Something to drink. You had a drink and I had something to drink. It's
People know you're sober. It's not an issue. You're allowed to have drinks.
I didn't have a drink. I had club soda and cranberry.
We already established that, A, and B, it's still. Next time you say, I need something to drink, I'm going to just fucking hand you vodka. Be like, oh, you didn't specify.
No, people go, let's go out for a drink. They're not going, hey, let's
If
go out for
someone
a
said
club
to me,
soda.
let's go
and
out for a
cran-"
drink, and I'd be like, okay, let's go for a drink. And then I didn't want to have an alcoholic beverage, I would order a club soda, maybe with cranberry.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be like, hey, by the way, this isn't a drink. This is.
Well, it's a drink, but you don't say let's go out for a drink when you're having soda or club soda.
People do.
Maybe from where
It's
you're
insanity that you would care that much about it. It's like, we get it, you're sober, but you've been sober for 400 years. I wouldn't think this kind of conversation would be that triggering.
It's not triggering.
Oh, to constantly be like, I didn't have a, quit saying I had to drink.
Oh, there-
I didn't have a drink.
Oh, what am I,
had
an old
club
man?
soda and I put it up my nose. I don't drink.
I like to
I
punch
quit
you
drinking. I have an IV in my arm, and that's how I get my liquids. I don't drink. I didn't know you completely cut off the fucking biological impulse to swallow back liquid,
you
except for cum.
yeah.
You
On a
love.
on a 1 to 10 scale, you're 10 when it comes to aggravating me. Is that your voice?
I don't know. I gave up on that one.
First of all, I like cum.
Oh, now let's go back and get angry about everything.
I'm not angry
Everything
at all.
that
I'm calm. Look
obviously
at me.
was
Look
a
how-
joke.
Look how calm I am.
Oh,
This isn't anger.
Oh, I like cum. Yeah, like the fact that wasn't a joke. The fact that you're like, oh, that means you do like cum.
Oh,
the
I
fact
love
that
it.
you weren't just like, okay, obviously that's
I like
a
it
joke.
splashing in my face.
I bet you do.
Oh, you do? How much you want to bet?
A shot glass of cum. So we have.
I'm gonna turn my.
I
head.
have a drink. Rich has his liquid in a glass.
Club soda and cranberry.
And then he takes out. Hey, well, I guess this is the time everyone's waiting for it.
I said I'm gonna move out of the
When
way.
is he gonna blow his nose? Oh, there it is. I don't know what it is about doing a pot. Do you blow your nose this often? And
I told you, do I have a cold or something? I don't know. It's a lot of. Go ahead. I take out what?
He takes out these little glasses out of this little case. They're teeny tiny, and he puts them on, right? And he's like, "Look at me! Look at my new thing." And then there's a couple next to us who, by the way, maybe similar age range, right?
Probably.
Older, and he's looking at the menu with the camera on his phone so that he can see,
It's a magnifying phone.
right, so he can see it. And then Rich is like got these little teeny glasses on, and he turns and he goes, "Hey, look at these! Look at what I got!" Or whatever. And the
Look,
guy's like, "Okay,
I said you got to get these. I didn't say look what I got,
right, okay."
and they were a gift.
You're
Bobby
like
Kelly.
the guy's doing this, and you're like, "Look at you got to get these, haha! You don't have them, I do." And then
How do you add? Haha! You don't have. I was trying to help the man.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to brag.
then the guy was like, "Okay."
No, and he was very thankful. ahead.
Then about 10 minutes later, he looks over. Rich has got a knife in there. He's like
I put
working
it back
out
in the wrong way.
And the guy goes, "What?" And Rich goes, "I already broke him. I put him in backwards." So the first time Rich took him out, showed him off, and then completely broke them.
I'm going to go try to fix him after this podcast.
Didn't the glasses actually break?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Something broke in it.
But he would have spent all night doing it. He couldn't stop. I had to beg him to please put the knife down. Because he was like, I thought I was going to get stabbed.
Thought you were or I was. You said you're gonna hurt yourself. You never said you're gonna hurt me.
I thought at one point you were gonna miss the thing and stab me
with a butter knife.
I have very soft skin. It's like butter.
Yeah. How much of that was on the garlic bread? Oh, or what? It's not even garlic bread.
It was literally salted flour. Basically, it was so salty. It was so yummy. It was delicious. It was like they dipped it in butter.
I thought you don't even eat
I went crazy.
gluten.
I know. I'm never gonna shit again. It's over for me.
Is that how you talk?
Oh my God. We just did cum on your face.
No,
stuff.
we didn't. You did.
You said I like to put it all over my face.
Yeah, after you accused me of swallowing it. Anyhow.
But I'll never shit again is too much for you? You just blew your nose into the fucking mic. You just spit. Rich, I can't. How are you like this?
I think I have a cold.
I can't.
What's wrong with you? I turned my head from the camera.
I saw some of it. Oh my God. Horrible.
I kind of have a stomach ache today from all that bread. And I asked him, Olive Garden, you know why she likes Olive Garden? It just hit me.
What?
Because Adam Ferrara used to do Olive Garden commercials, and Bonnie had a sitcom with Adam Ferrara when she first started.
This is family. Wasn't it something like that?
Something like that. And then you had a sitcom with him.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was my sitcom, and he was on it. All right.
It was your sitcom?
I was a star.
Whatever. Anyhow.
Why? I don't get why. Like.
Anyhow,
can you explain to me though? Like,
for now on,
jealous of Adam Ferrara?
Oh no, I like Adam. He's a nice guy. Why would I be jealous? I'm saying that's the connection. Why you like? It had nothing to do with jealousy. I connected the dots. Subconsciously, you did a show with him, and then you saw him in a commercial. So you're thinking, oh, I did a show with him. He's in a commercial. Let me start eating there. That's all. It has nothing to do with jealousy.
Yes. No. It's so weird because from 20 fucking years ago, I was like, it's been, in my mind, like I still haven't gone. I gotta go.
So what?
Olive Garden for Adam Ferrara.
Yeah. Well, all I know is you and
You're
Raina.
so dumb.
You.
Shut the fuck up. It's like
I'm
it's
dumb.
too much. Yeah, I can't take it. I figured it out.
Oh, here goes the new voice.
I figured it out. Adam Ferrara. I figured it out. Adam Ferrara.
Noise?
Honk, honk. I figured it out.
There
That's
she
you.
goes. There goes Mrs. Aggravation. That's what I should have said. You're aggravating. When we're in the car and you go, what's wrong with me?
I didn't say what's wrong with me. I did my bad qualities.
Well, then you
and then you were supposed to do yours. I said I did a speech about my bad qualities.
Oh, it's a speech. You just go, I'm always wrong, always right.
And then I said I also am. I actually might have said I'm aggravating.
No,
I said
I
I'm
don't think-
obnoxious. I can be obnoxious. I'm like dance and sing and stuff like that. And then I said, "What are yours?" And then you were like, you wouldn't answer, and I go, "What's going on?" You're like, "I gotta turn here." You had no idea what I was talking about. You completely hadn't listened to one thing that I had said.
Yes, I did. But
so that's
anyhow,
I guess one of your great qualities is that you listen.
Well, all I know is we had fun, we laughed, we ate, and then we came home and watched a great movie.
It was so boring.
It wasn't boring.
Literally the
It was
most
good.
boring, stupid. I realized the thing about this is a spoiler alert.
What?
So if you don't want to hear about
Well,
what
don't
is it? The
say-
Banshees of what's it called?
Hiroshima. No.
The Banshees of Inisherin.
Yeah, something like that.
And so he cut off all the fingers of his hand.
Why did you say that?
I said spoiler alert.
Go ahead.
It looks like a heart. That's what it was supposed to represent. That hand was supposed to represent a heart.
No, wait. Why would you say that?
Well, didn't it look like a heart? Yes, that's what that's why they didn't put a bandage on it. That's why they just had the like valves open or whatever.
Well, I watched the
fingers.
movie The Menu, and I thought it was great. I liked it.
I told you to watch it.
And then when I was listening to radio, Jim and Sam, Paul Verzi was on, and he was saying it was one of the worst movies. I should call him right now.
Paul Verzi is
I'm going to call him.
Clearly
don't I got to call him.
Not smart enough to get that movie.
Okay,
that's
I got
a
to call
brilliant,
him.
brilliant movie. Who, Paul Verzi?
Yeah, and see what he...
It's a great movie. Go watch The Menu. It's a great movie. It's like satirical. It's got, to me, not the best ending, but all the way up to that is pretty fucking good. That's how movies should be. Should make you think about stuff. It doesn't have to be like just a retelling of the truth. It's like...
What do you mean retelling? I thought it was...
I mean, like a lot of movies are just like, here's a slice of here's almost exactly like life, with barely a story. It's like, I like something that's a little meatier.
It was a good story.
The Menu, even though I'm a vegetarian.
Hold on. Let's see if I can get him on the phone. Don't call him stupid.
Not to his face.
I don't think he's going to answer.
I'll pretend to agree with him. To his face. He's not going to
he's not going to answer. Oh.
This fucking asshole won't answer your call? What if I
Your
call
call
him right
has
now?
been forwarded.
Should I call him right now? See if he answers.
3.
He'll call back. He asked me to do his podcast, and I told him I'm out of town, and then I told him to scram. I go, now scram. That's how I end some of my responses. I go, hey, I'm sorry. Thank you for asking. Now scram.
Was Raina being funny last night?
She was cracking me up. What?
Because we wouldn't take her with us for dinner, and so then we kept calling her, and then
saying, "Do you miss us?"
Yes. She was like, "Leave me alone." But then when she came home, she wanted to like hang out with us. I was even like, "Do you want to play a card game or something?" And she was like, she was gonna say yes, and you were like, "No, I don't want to."
She was bored. She was just dancing in front of us, then laying on the couch on top of us, and then we asked her to get us something out of the kitchen. She always gets the wrong thing and comes in and goes, "Oh."
Yeah, we ask her to get us a snack or a drink, and then she'll bring in a potato, and she'll be like, "Oh, that's not the thing," and then she'll do it like 15 times. It's so aggravating. She'll come back with a celery. Oh, that's not it.
It's funny. And then she was crawling on the floor trying to sneak up on us.
Oh yeah, then we were trying to watch that dumb movie.
It's not dumb. It's a good movie. Well acted. Great actors. Colin Farrell.
Literally. Do you want to be bored to tears?
It's not
Are
boring.
you looking to cry for some reason? Just out of pure boredom?
The other kid was casted well with the dead eye. It was a good movie.
I didn't even notice that he had a dead eye.
He had a crooked eye, cross-eyed.
He did? I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Yeah. Mrs. Director, I notice everything.
I was so tired. I was like, that beer, just like all the beer and the breadsticks. It was just like, that's how, if they could put all beer and breadsticks in a little like melatonin pill so you could go to sleep, perfect.
And then finish it off with potato chips on the couch.
Oh my God. And then we
crumbs.
ate so.
Don't say we. You had crumbs everywhere.
Some too.
Then she gets up and there's potato chips all over. Who the fuck gets potato chip crumbs all over the place? I've never seen that many crumbs. All right. Well, anyhow.
Are we done here?
Yeah, I guess we did enough. We did a recap. We can call this our Valentine's show.
Our Valentine's Day show.
You know. There's nothing funny today. Do we say anything funny? You want to ask Nick to come on and ask if we say anything funny?
No, we're good.
Oh, you don't have any impulse control. She's on her
No,
phone.
I'm trying to find where I gotta plug something.
Oh, this weekend, Thursday night, I don't think this will be out by Thursday, which is tomorrow. I'll be in Asbury Park at Beer Garden. Then Friday and Saturday.
I just found it.
Friday and Saturday, hold on. I'll be at the Attic in Columbus, Ohio. Sunday, Go Bananas in Cincinnati, Ohio.
The Attic is not addict. He doesn't drink. It's the attic above the house. Right? I just want to
Yes.
say that for you because I know you're so like
And then the following weekend, next weekend, I'll be at Laugh It Up
Poughkeepsie.
Laugh It Up Poughkeepsie next weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend. Go to richvoss.com. Hey, support. We don't do any of that Patreon or any of that shit. Obviously, we don't do reads because we don't want
What
to
are
do
you trying
them.
to get him to buy?
My shirts. Go to richvoss.com and order some shirts. I need to sell 100 by May.
That means we need two of you to buy 50 each.
Oh, is that your joke? Go to richvoss.com. It's not that hard. What's $20, $25?
Where's the tap house?
In your pussy.
Where's the tap house?
North Jersey.
North
Not real north, but semi-north.
Well, that's where I am April 13th. The tap house. Too early?
You know what? It's fucking. Oh, in 2 months, here's my one-nighter. What the fuck?
I don't know, because I knew it was coming up because they're promoting it because people keep telling me like, hey, I drove by and I saw this, or I was at this place and I saw this poster of you or whatever. So it's like
a 50-seat room, a 60-seat room.
I hope I can fill it up
You will.
between now and April 13th.
They have great food there. What did I eat? I ate something there and then got lobster roll to go.
Oh my God.
Good food.
I was at a club and then they made me a like lobster sandwich or something to go. They were like, here, take this to Rich. And I was like,
Oh, up at Tiff's?
He's not.
No.
I was like, he's not even home this weekend. And they were like, oh, it's like, you're getting free food delivered to you. Like I'm Uber Eats for you now.
Well, that's because they respect the old Voster.
Also, just wanted to bring up one more thing.
What?
I forgot to bring it up. Your obsession with butt wipes has gone too far.
It's not.
Rain and I are going to have an intervention for you.
Her friends use them. You can't flush them in my toilet.
Okay, she had a sleepover on Friday night for Galentine's. How dumb is that? So she had 10 girls over. So
10?
Yeah. So I had to go downstairs and give a speech about, and they were like, they already knew. They go, is this about the butt wipes? We know. It's like every time you see anyone comes into our house. First of all, and then I started thinking about it. I was like, do you think everyone's like taking shits at our house? Like what are they? Maybe I don't get what butt wipes are. Isn't it for after you take a shit?
Yeah.
So do you think they're all taking a shit at our house? No one's taking a shit at our house.
You're taking shit right now.
And then,
Giving shit.
And then I made them all say it. I should have recorded it. I made them all say it in unison together. We will not put butt wipes down the toilet.
I hide them sometimes when she has friends over, but I didn't know.
It's so weird and how many there are. And it's like you get them like the Amazon truck comes up to our house and backs up and they unload like 75 pounds of butt wipes every month. Like, what are you doing?
Wait, are you the worst exaggerator on the planet? What the fuck?
25 pounds. Okay. 20. They back up and they unload 25 pounds of butt wipes.
Yes. So I could put 2 pounds in your mouth to shut you up because butt wipes downstairs clog and I have to bring a plumber in.
Yeah, we know, but it's like it's absurd that you're that obsessed with it.
I just don't want to go through.
But don't you don't trust like, oh, people know now. They've been told over and over and over.
That's something you forget easily.
First of all, I don't think people are using butt wipes. Like I would never be at someone's house and be like, "Oh, look, some butt wipes. Let me
if you
use
needed
those
one,
and flush them." No, I'd use the toilet paper.
and you wouldn't clean. If you saw butt wipes, you would.
I'm not taking shits at other people's houses.
If you then don't use that as an example.
And I don't use a butt wipe after I take a shit. I get in the shower after I shit. That's how.
No, you don't. You
people do
shit
it.
a lot. You could just run in and do a quick shit. You're gross. Hold on. In and out.
It means I don't have any religious guilt. I can just shit wherever I want.
Yeah, not me. I
Yeah,
get up
no,
an hour
you got all
early.
kinds of religious guilt.
How's that religious guilt?
I don't know. It's just a funny thing to say.
Oh, well, happy Valentine's Day after. Did they invent Galentine's Day?
No,
They didn't invent it?
no.
How do you know?
Let's just wrap this up.
How do you know?
What do you mean? How do I know? Because the saying
I never
has
heard
been
it before.
around.
I never heard it before.
Okay, that doesn't matter. You haven't heard like regular words that people fucking use all the time.
How about when I thought Dave Portnoy was the guy you were talking about?
I was supposed to do this Philip Roth event, and then I didn't want to do it, and then I had to get Rich to call the guy to tell him I didn't want to do it, and then he goes, Philip Roth, and I was like, he's a writer. He wrote Portnoy's Complaint.
Then I was talking about the food.
And you were like, oh.
No. She goes, the event was in a deli.
This is what I found out. The event was in a deli.
In a
So
deli.
then I was like, I'm not doing it.
And then Bonnie said, it's Portnoy's review will be the food is no good.
No, I said the guy, because you were about to call him. I go, it's a Philip Roth event, Portnoy's Complaint. And then you were like, yeah, he gives it a 1 star. But and then I was thinking, you go, yeah, no, he loves pizza. Right? And I go,
no, he reviews pizza.
I was like, wait, he's read this book? I was like pretty impressed. But then I realized you were like, you thought I was talking about Dave Portnoy.
From Barstool.
Is that his name?
I think something Portnoy, something like that. From Barstool.
Anyway, it was funny at the time because it just reinforced that Rich is always wrong. 100% wrong.
Hey, I'm doing a show in September. It's I think it's North or South Jersey. Okay.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. I thought it was
You
earlier.
have shows before
I
that.
just looked at it. Yeah, I mean, but nothing to promote. Just like New York shows and stuff.
Oh.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Peace out.
All right, we're done.
My Wife Hates Me was created and hosted by Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane. Executive producers Robert Kelly and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button podcast. Subscribe to the podcast by visiting mywifehatesmepodcast.com.
Suicide pact, he's totally sober. She's not that drunk. He's really old and she's got some spunk. He's totally holy as an asinine bomb, and she's just a little less dumb. She really hates him, it's really true. But somewhere deep down, she loves him too.